Hey, this is Joe from HomeStudioCorner.com. I want to share with you a quick panning hack that I was using on an album I'm mixing this week. And it's something that can save you a lot of time. So, quick backstory on kind of how I came across this technique. Mixing this particular song is an a cappella song with about eight vocals or so, and it's actually these are all the artists is the main singer, and then all the background singers are her children, which is she has tons of children, which is awesome. But anyway, the I know from working with the artist in the past that she doesn't like things to be panned aggressively, hard left and right. And then particularly on something like this, she likes there to be some width there where there's some of the singers to the left, some of them to the right, but she doesn't like it very, very extremely hard left and right, which makes sense in this style of music. That super over the top panning that you can get away with in a rock mix doesn't quite work with a song like this or just something with very sparse instrumentation a lot of times. But what's annoying, or what can take up a lot of time, is let's say you're wanting to work on panning and all these orange tracks highlighted here, these are all the ones that I need to pan left and right. Well, if I only want to pan it a little bit, say I want to go 50%, then I have to come in here and do this number, right? On each one. And then I decide, well, maybe that's not narrow enough. Let me try it again. So I'm literally coming in and adjusting individual pannings on them. That's annoying and takes a lot of time, especially if you're doing this times 12 songs on an album. It can take a big, huge lot of time, okay? So all of these, let's see what a couple solutions could be. So these are all routed to a bus, which is right here. Now in Studio One, you just have one pan knob here, so I can't adjust the width there. In Pro Tools, for example, you have a left panner and a right panner. So that would make sense. You could pan the left one in some and the right one in, and that'll affect all your vocals. But even then, I don't like that as much because you have to adjust one and the other. You don't get instant feedback on what width that you want. So I recommend getting some sort of a stereo width plugin. I think it's called stereo width in Pro Tools. In Studio One, it's called the binaural pan. And here's what that looks like. It's the simplest of plugins where you have a width control. And as you set it to 100%, that's the default. That's what width you have set on the individual tracks. You can go higher. So if you want it to be some sort of a stereo widener, which works really well in reverb, by the way, or if you want it narrower, you can bring it all the way down. So 0 would be mono. You can also click there to check things in mono. And then you can adjust the width like this. So for this particular song, and for most of this album, I have it set to 50%, which is essentially like panning the individual tracks 50 left and 50 right, but I was able to just quickly hard pan them left and right and then adjust this width to what made sense for the song. So let me just let you hear that in action. So here are the raw tracks panned hard left and right.
Yea, justified, O blessed thought, and sanctified, salvation wrought.
So it's okay, but it's very, very, very wide, which some people may like, and that may work. But for this particular song, it needed to be more of a cohesive sound, everybody a little more towards the middle. So by bringing the panning in 50%, we were able to accomplish that. So I'll start off without the panning, the width being narrowed, and then I'll narrow it, and you can hear the difference.
Yea, justified, O blessed thought, and sanctified, salvation wrought. Thy blood hath bought.
You see how that one move makes everything sound way more cohesive. Everyone's together. It seems like there's a lot of width still, but it's not so extreme that it's killing you. And so this can work obviously for a cappella, but also if you have a bunch of guitar tracks, a bunch of background vocal tracks, and things that you need to be panned left and right, but you're not sure about the width that they need, you can very quickly send them to a bus and then use a width plugin to adjust that very quickly and easily. And then you can also adjust and say, okay, well, what's the right width for this? So when I was first working on this, it started at 100%. I hit play, and I just started moving it around until something felt right.
Yea, justified, O blessed thought, and sanctified.
So 20% felt too close together.
Yea, justified, O blessed thought.
But 50 felt just about right. Also, this client loves reverb, and I love it because it's like this guilty pleasure. I can just wash everything in reverb, and it sounds great. So anyway, that's my weird little panning hack for you. I hope that helps you in a mix that you're working on today. For more stuff like this, check out HomeStudioCorner.com, or you can explore the realms of my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. See ya.